It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday, and it's time for
A Craig and Ryland Magic TV Show.
I'm Craig.
I'm Ryland.
Welcome back to another review show right here on
Magic TV.
Now, we have banned Ryland from Prime and Sugar for the last 2 days before filming this, so I think we're going to be good. What do you reckon? Yeah. So this is where we're going to be looking at 4 brand new items, and these are brand new. That you guys have never seen before. We're going to tell you exactly what we think.
Some of them are pretty good.
Some of them are very good.
Some of them I don't know if I use, but they are very good.
Yeah. Well, the first one that we're going to be looking at is one that you turned round to me and said is now your favourite EDC of all time. Mm-hmm. If you're interested, we're going to start off with a new trick from Gentleman's Magic. So first up, we have Black Pearl by Gentleman's Magic, specifically by Victor Zatko and the Zatko family. Gentleman's Magic brings some really good stuff out. They brought out that little jar with the coin that goes inside the jar that you do in your close-up. They've got a few things. Yeah, that's really good.
That's really good.
Really good. I know you really like. You actually do that, don't you, in close-up?
Yeah.
So Black Pearl.
I've used. I think that I didn't know that was by them, but that's really good.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And they I'm sure.
I've always thought that was a good close-up.
Another trick that I'm pretty sure is by them is that app that you see me use at gigs, where it's that little picture of a stick man that comes out the card case. And that's them as well. Yeah, they've had some great stuff over the years.
They've got some great stuff.
But they're back with the Black Pearl, which is an everyday carry. And you turned around to me after you watched the tutorial for this, and you said that you thought this was the best everyday carry ever. And then you even said, better than Keymaster, which was quite frustrating and annoying, but you know, whatever. I'm not going to say exactly what it is. If you don't know what it is, look at this performance. You filmed it for Instagram, didn't you? Mm-hmm. Although you've now done it in the real world as well, but you've done it in. This is when he performed it for Instagram. What you're going to see is as clean as it looks in real life. Please bear that in mind.
It is.
He's not, he asked me for a number. I actually gave him a kind of a tricky number. It's not like I've given him the perfect outcome. That's not the case at all. Have a look at this performance. This is really good.
So I've got a dad behind the camera. Dad name a number between 1 and 22.
Let's go with 7.
7, are you sure?
Yes.
Now, I've been wearing this bracelet this whole time.
Yes,
now, if you actually look on this bracelet, you can see that if I just take it off like that, you can see that there's one singular golden bead, yeah?
Yeah, I see that.
And if you look, we can count the black beads all the way up to the silver. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 beads. That's the exact number that you named all the way up until the gold bead. Okay,
so this is great. Like this is really good. It's like any card at any number with a bracelet. Yeah, it's just mental. Can you take it off your wrist and show everybody?
I've got mine up at the house actually.
You got it at the house. Yeah. Okay. So
I've got some of the spare parts here.
Spare part. That's something that you need to know. The bracelet is adjustable to your own sort of wrist size. No, actually don't. But it's adjustable to your own wrist size, so that you can literally have it to the and it's a 25-minute tutorial.
Yeah, and you've got like all of the spare beads. So if you have like a big wrist, it'll fit, and if you've got like a small wrist, it'll fit.
And what's really nice is he says that you can what am I trying to say? What's nice is because you've got these spare bits, if ever you lose something, you've got spares, which is really
like
cool.
The main thing, which mine is gold. If you lose the main thing, you have got a spare bead.
You want to show them the white one?
I've got the spare bead here.
So in the box, you get a white bead and you get a gold bead. Now you saw when Ryland did it on Instagram, he used a gold bead.
But you have got this, just in case you I would rather use the gold, but if you accidentally lose the gold, you have got that spare white.
Well, Victor actually says on the tutorial.
Also got the choice.
That when he wears it as like an everyday carry, he uses the white bead. But when he's at a gig, he uses the gold bead. But you use it gold.
I would probably use white when I'm just walking around.
Would you?
But at a gig, I would probably use gold, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm probably the same as Victor, to be honest.
Now, here's the thing. We need to talk about how easy it is. The tutorial's about 25-30 minutes. He goes through everything. It's really well shot. Yes. There's no live performance. No, there is actually. There is a live performance.
Is there?
I think there is. Yeah, I think there was at the beginning. I might be mistaken. We've looked at a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure.
if you took it into the real world, you could obviously get real world performance.
This is very workable.
It's very workable.
So here's the thing.
Very.
Basically, what happens is what you just saw in the performance. It's as clean as that. So you can present it however you want to, but the way you've been presenting it is, hey, name a number from 1 to 22. And nobody knows why. You're just saying name a number from 1 to 22. And so they say whatever number they say. And then when they say that number, you go, well, I've been wearing this bracelet the whole time, and you take it off and you show it them, and you very, very cleanly count, and the one odd bead is at the number that they named.
Which is pretty cool.
It's so cool. Now, there is a small move that you need to do. Not all the time, but there's a small... Sometimes you get a perfect outcome. And actually, I've seen you do it to a few people now, and you've had the perfect outcome more often than not. But, I mean...
You get 2 perfect outcomes.
You do.
Because you got from the one side and the other.
But even... like, when I did it for you, when I did it on Instagram, I did not give you a perfect outcome at all. So
you
when
gave
you...
me a pretty hard one, actually.
I actually gave you a hard one. Because I didn't want people to think, oh, he's just made it easy for... And what you saw Ryland do, that was probably the worst possible outcome you could get. You know...
And it looks clean. That's what
it looks really clean, because it looks like you literally just take the bracelet off, and then you hold it up like this. So for a big group of people, it looks great as well. And you just count. And then at the end, you put the bracelet back on your wrist, you put it back in place, and you reset, ready to go again. Like, it is literally the perfect walk-around trick. Mm-hmm. There's no table.
It really is.
No table required. Instant reset. It's not examinable. Sorry.
It's clearly shown.
Yeah, it's very clearly shown. I don't think anybody would want to examine it, because you can see...
But it's your bracelet, to be honest.
It's your bracelet.
Like, why would they want to say, hey, can I take your bracelet?
Exactly, they wouldn't. But if they took it off you, they wouldn't be able to examine it. But in all honesty, I don't think they'd want to.
I don't think they'd want to examine it.
No, because it looks.
It looks so clean.
Exactly, but it's very easy to do. You'll do it straight away. The tutorial is very well shot. It gives you a couple of different ways of doing it. Mm-hmm. So there's an alternative handling as well. Sorry, I don't know why I've got this cough.
Probably for me.
Probably. No, it's like something's gone down the wrong way. But, yeah, I really like this. I really do. I think this is very, very good.
Was it that birthday cake you had yesterday?
Could be. I think this is...
the 5 cupcakes you had today.
What 5 cupcakes? Shut up, I'm on a diet. I wish I had 5 cupcakes.
Bar?
What chocolate bar?
Oh, no, it's the caramelised peanut one. You know the Mr. Tom?
I haven't eaten a chocolate bar for ages, mate. Wish I had. Right.
Oh, you had an eclair yesterday, wasn't that it?
I did not have an eclair. Stop it.
Oh, the custard creams.
Now you're getting annoying. Can we get back to the trick? Yeah. So, yeah, this is the perfect TDC. Now, the only thing is, and I don't want to say why, but I think it's worth noting, if you were doing something that involved, like sport, let's say you were going to go and play football, or something where you might be banging your wrist or something. You're mountain climbing. I don't know what it is. You're doing something. Just walking around.
Loading illusions into a map.
Loading illusions, which we've just done.
One,
we've just loaded a bunch of... We're doing a show tomorrow. We've got a full illusion show. Went to load the illusions in the back. That's a perfect example. You would not want to have this. In a day-to-day situation, just walking around, going out for a meal, going to the cinema, sitting in an office typing, whatever it may be.
Do you know what would be really cool? You can make it look like you got superpowers if you accidentally chuck your foot. Aha!
Yeah, you're probably good at that.
Oh no!
But do you know what I mean? You wouldn't want to wear this if you were like playing football, something physical.
Yeah,
because there's a chance it might break, and if it did, you might lose
like
a piece.
Someone else is wearing like a necklace and you're like playing sports with them. If you do it, and you're like attached to them and then it hurts them.
Exactly. But in your normal EDC, this would be absolutely fine. And in a gigging situation, this would not be a problem at all. In fact, I haven't tried it, but there's applications for coin magic with this as well as a holdout. We'll have to think about that. Okay, so what are you giving this? I'm giving this 100%. I think genuinely... I don't think there
genuinely could be anything improved for this.
No, it's as perfect as it can get.
Unless I would like to get like a custom one if I could like pay for one. Like,
a custom one?
Yeah, like one that's all white.
Yeah. Like
marble white though. So it's got like all those black lines and then like a gold on top.
Well, you like wearing chains and you like wearing bracelets anyway, don't you? This sort of thing is.
Yeah, I lost my other bracelet, which was like Not like a magic bracelet. So I'm gonna replace. It was like one with it was like one with this, and it had all the thread running through. But it was like a Jaguar one sort of thing.
Yeah,
I
you
play
lost
football
that.
in it.
Yeah, well, there you go. Don't play football. Yeah, so 100% from me. 100% from you?
Yeah.
100%. 100% from Ryland, 100% from me. If you are looking for something really cool, very easy, it's just very, very fun. And I just love the fact they don't know where you're going. Name a number from 1 to 22. 15. Okay, look at this bracelet. What? And then you're instantly reset. It's not a forced, different outcome every single time. Really, really good. Absolutely fantastic. So that's Black Pearl. We're gonna
Very cool.
Very cool.
Very cool.
We're going to move on to something now that is very cool, but I think it's slightly less practical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Let's look it up. So next up we have Sand Deck by Martin Braessas. From the creator of the Fire Kit comes the Sand Deck. You will be able to produce a whole deck from a single card. Extremely visual, easy to do, includes gimmicks and online instructions. Now, I remember this coming out a couple of years ago through Murphy's in the vault. This was a download, I'm pretty sure of it. I'm pretty sure I saw this come out as a download a couple of years ago, and it's now come out as a physical product. And you get 2 gimmicks in here. Both gimmicks work slightly differently, but both achieve the same thing. I think that what's happened is, because I've never picked up the download, but I think what's happened is they've taken the original Sand Deck and they've added some sections to it, because the tutorial is filmed in 2 different locations, and I think they've improved the gimmick since it came out as a download, because the one gimmick is great, but the other gimmick gives you more cover, so you can see it from more. Now,
the only thing is, I don't like if you're doing this as a close-up trick, which I think it's designed for.
It is.
I don't think I'll be doing this.
No. We'll talk about that in a minute. Let them see the Instagram video first of all. Please bear in mind that Ryland's got small hands, and so the handling he does is one of the handlings. He's got like 2 or 3 different handlings. If you've seen the trailer, you'll know that the one that they kind of sell it on is you literally just show a single card and you kind of shake it and then dribble the cards on the table. That's you need bigger hands to do that. But the one where you spread it out on the table, you know, as long as you can hold a deck and you can cover it, you can do that. So let's have a look at this first. Okay, so we need to talk about the pros and the cons. Now, the first pro is, and I've been mulling over whether to actually mention this or not, but I think in the context of a review, we have to mention it because this is a very big factor as to whether people buy this or not. It uses black art.
Yeah.
You are going to need to wear either black, like you wore a black hoodie, or a black t-shirt or something, or you're going to need a black close-up pad, or both. If you were walking out in a nice white shirt and you had...
You're immediately gone.
Yeah, and you had like a normal table...
Like an orange close-up pad like we use.
You're not going to be able to do this.
You're dead.
Yeah, it ain't going to happen. You have to have... There's different ways of doing it, and depending on whether you've got a pad or you've got clothes or... you know, something black around you, but it does use black art. That's something that you need to consider. And I know a lot of people don't like black art, and that's absolutely fine. If you don't like black art, that's something you need to consider about this. The other thing to consider is it looks very, very fair that there's only one card, and it does look very fair. I mean, the actual visual looks great. There's one card, boom, now there's an entire deck.
Instagram, Facebook, I think this is great.
It's perfect.
But like using this IRL, I don't know if it would work.
IRL, in real world?
In real life.
In real life. Sorry, okay, yeah, of course, in real life. Yeah, I agree.
You said you learned like the kid language.
Sorry, not all of them. I'm trying to be down.
What's BRB?
Kids. Be right back.
AKA.
AKA, that's a gun.
No, that's an AK-47.
Oh, okay, AKA. Are you talking about AFK?
No, that's...
Away from keyboard, I know that
that's not it.
Okay, I don't know. What's AKA?
You know, AK, like Thea, AKA silly.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, that's
you know
not
that, also known as.
Look,
also, ASAP.
Yes, let's get back to this.
ASAP.
As soon as possible.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is what I want to do. Get back to this ASAP.
What about ID? No, this is
No,
this is the last one.
seriously.
It's tricky.
Go on.
It's tricky. IDC or IDK.
I don't know.
I don't care, and I don't know.
Right, fair enough.
You just said it. You just said the answer without realising. You just said IDK. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. You just said it.
Okay, so listen, this is something that you need to know about this.
Back to the review.
Can we go back to the review? Right.
Go off.
And this is, I think, a big issue that needs to be considered. Now, in order to do this, you have to have the deck set up. So if you were doing a parlour show, for example, and you were sitting at a table or standing at a table and you had a case that you could go into and you could bring something out of that case set up in position, that would be fine. But you could not go into your pockets and take this trick out as you see it in the trailer and perform it. You need to set it up into a particular position. Your hand needs to be in a particular position. You have to be holding the single card in a particular way as you approach the table. So if you're wanting to do this table hopping, first of all, you need something black on or something black somewhere. But secondly, you would need to approach them with the deck in the hand specifically ready to be able to do this routine. That makes sense. Now, he does address this, Martin, because he's got this handling with a box where you have
Say Mark? Who's Martin? Oh, the guy.
This guy, yeah, Martin Braessas, the guy who created. He's got this handling.
I've heard that name before.
Yeah, he did Defaced, which you really like.
Oh yeah.
You've got a deck of cards, a card box, and he's got this handling where you bring a card box and you bring out a single joker, and you show the joker and you put it on the card box for a second, and then you put the card box away, and now you produce the deck from the card box. But in all honesty, it doesn't look as good as the one that you see in the trailer. It doesn't look as good. It's a little bit contrived. I understand why they've put it in there. They've put it in there to try and make this more practical. But in reality, honestly, I don't think this is something that a lot of people are going to do. Yeah. I think if you were going on Britain's Got Talent and you were an Eric Chen or you're a Shin Lim style performer, and you had like a table in front of you and you approach the table and you do some very elegant card magic and you walk over with one card in your hand, I think this could be incredible.
Yeah.
On a Got Talent show or something like that. Yeah, if you are a stage performer and you're using Jamie Allen's projection system, so there's a camera set up on the table, and just like you know, I know Russ Stevens.
Or you can just grab a drone.
Because Russ,
fly up in the air.
No, well, Russ Stevens has actually, you're doing the tour with Killian, and Russ was telling me that, and you know this because you've done the rehearsals, Killian and you on the tour, you have a cameraman and you have the thing set up. So there's elements where there's going to be close-up magic and people can see it in the theatre because of that. If you're in that situation, this is amazing. This would look incredible. Mm-hmm. This would look really good. But for a in the trenches style performer where you're walking up, kind of that was in
World War II.
No, okay.
You don't want to like have trench foot.
Can I explain?
Yeah.
So one of my favourite magicians is a guy called Paul Green, and he released a DVD many years ago called In the Trenches. And it was the concept of
about World War II?
It was about magic that works in like the hardest performing conditions.
Oh.
Like if you think about it, like in the trenches, because the trenches in World War II were a hard place to be. If you're in the trenches, you're like, oh my god, I'm going to the front line. This is a problem.
I'm going to the front line and I've got a gun and then I'll get trench foot and I'm going to have my feet chopped off and then I'm going to die from a disease.
Well, Paul Green said if you're going to like real conditions where people are grabby and really harsh performing like close-up conditions, like a pub or something or a military base, that's kind of in the trenches.
My first military base
was easy.
Yeah,
well I know. You went
probably because I just performed on stage. I didn't
you just did the stage act.
I didn't meet all the soldiers.
You got a standing ovation, didn't you?
I just got to stand there and say hi, my name's Ryland, and I got in an illusion. The end.
No, you did the Harry Potter act.
Did I?
Yeah, you did the Harry Potter act.
Not the first time.
Yeah.
The first time we were on the lorry. We did not do the Harry Potter act.
No, you didn't do the Harry Potter act, but you did a bunch of stuff. You did a bunch of your stuff. You did the dancing cane.
We might have done cue ball.
You did cue ball, you did that. Look, back to this. We keep getting distracted.
Wait,
you and I
trenches, military?
Yeah, right. The point is if you're performing in the trenches and
We're never going to be performing in the trenches.
if you're going to be performing in a really harsh close-up environment, this is not the sort of trick for you. If you're doing walk around, this is not the sort of trick for you.
If you're like saying like the trenches are like all grabby, then they could, because it's like after you've done it, it's like they want to grab it.
No, but I think people, you say I've got a single card. If somebody went, let me have a look at it, you'll be in big trouble. And also the angles. Yeah. Think about the angles as well. This is actually quite an angly trick. Now, the second gimmick that they include, the angles are made better a little bit, but... so many things are going to affect the performance of this. Hand size. Look, here's the thing. Ultimately, I'm not going to do this. There's so many reasons why I'm not going to do this. I think it's a great trick, and I think creatively, they've come up with a really good thing here. I think it's a very creative solution. But I think that the best way to produce a deck at the beginning of a performance is David Regal's sudden deck. I don't think this is going to change that. I still don't think it's sudden deck. I don't think many people are going to do this. I think it's going to be bought and put into people's bottom drawers. But that doesn't mean it's good. I'm going to give it 65%. I think it's good, but I'm just not going to do it. But if you saw what as long as you're aware, the angles are an issue. It uses black art. You have to have it set up ahead of time. As long as you're aware of that and you think that you can make use of it, this looks incredible. What are you giving it?
Like 70%.
70%. There you go. But now we're going to move on to something that is incredibly commercial and designed by a worker for working magicians. Okay, so next up we have QR Queens by Paul Fowler. Paul Fowler has brought a bunch of stuff out over the years. The sock trick from Alakazam, that was quite good. The overdraft, I know you really like overdraft. Overdraft, the credit card thing with the orange and the black credit cards that you do. This is called QR codes, QR Queens.
Yeah,
and in essence, excuse me, in essence what they are... Thank you. Thank you, buddy. In essence, what these are 4 queens with QR codes in their bellies. And
did they swallow them?
No. Paul goes through on the tutorial how much time and effort he went to make these look perfect. So they're matched absolutely perfectly.
Does each queen have a different card?
Each queen has a different card. They're also marked, so you know which card which queen does. This is
very... Where are they marked?
You watched the tutorial as well as me. Come on, you know exactly where they're marked. Yeah. There you go, you see?
Oh, yeah.
So they're marked on the face, so you can literally just see them, and if you forget, it'll tell you where they're marked.
I was watching for the stuff like live performances.
I know.
I was looking forward to important stuff. You were learning it.
I was learning it. Here's the thing. Let me go through what this is. So, there's a ton of routines on this project. Like there are a lot of different things that you can do with this. You're going to see a performance of kind of the main routine. This is the one that Paul says he does more often than not. Now, the only difference is when Paul does this, he uses a twirl change. You substituted it for a double lift because you didn't want a visual change. You wanted to kind of have it like...
Let's open the secret compartment.
Exactly. And some of the routines use 1 queen. Some of the routines will use 4 queens. Some of the routine, it very much varies. But let's have a look at it. So this is QR Queens. Let's have a look at this video.
Okay, so I've got my dad behind the camera. Dad, just say stop.
Stop.
There?
Yeah.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, let's have a look at your card. That's your card. I'm not going to look.
I've got it.
Okay, now we're going to put it straight into the middle of the deck. Okay, now I know what your card is, but I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to find your card. Are you ready?
I'm ready. This is exciting.
Is it? Okay, right. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you look here, we should have the Queen of Hearts.
That's not my card.
What do you mean that's not your card?
The Queen of Hearts, not my card.
It's not the Queen of Hearts?
No.
No. I'm sure we can use the Queen of Hearts to help. Because you see, maybe I could use the Queen of Hearts QR code.
What?
Just scan that QR code quickly.
The QR code wasn't even there.
Yeah, every card in the deck has got a QR code in a secret hidden passage. So I want you to click that, yeah?
Can you press it for me?
Mm-hmm. And tell me what it says there.
It's a Google search for the 4 of clubs.
Was the 4 of clubs correct? 4 of clubs correct?
Yeah, that's my card.
What?
So that was QR queens. That's the main routine. Now, with that particular routine, you're only using one queen, and there's like a 3-second setup. This queen could be in your deck if you want it to be, because it's specially printed, but you could have it in your deck and you could literally just do, just spread through the deck and get this set up in like literally 10 seconds. I love the fact that you've got the queen. You've got the magician in trouble thing. They pick a card. Oh, I've got the queen. Oh, that's not correct. And then you've got that lovely moment where, boom, that QR code just appears in the center of the queen. And then when the QR code appears there, they scan it and it's their card. It's completely impossible. I know only how strong it is. Many, many years ago, about 3 years ago, I released a product with Alakazam called Playlist. And I love Playlist. And it was all based on a revelation of a QR code. Very different method to this, but I've been using QR codes as a revelation for a long time, and this is a really logical extension of that. I love that it gets the spectator's phone involved. I love that they're scanning the QR code themselves. It's going to the correct card. This is killer. This is absolutely really killer. The deck is, you supply your own deck of cards. You supply a normal deck of cards. You watch the tutorial. You watch the live performances. And then you pick which routine you want to do. You can throw one of these queens into a deck and you're ready to go at a moment's notice. Or you can go into other routines with psychological forces and a whole bunch of different stuff. Paul really is a great tutor, what's the word I'm looking for? He's a great teacher of magic. And he comes across really knowledgeable in this tutorial.
It's very clever.
Here's the thing.
And also, I've only just noticed on the front it says QR queens, and I've only just noticed that the actual crown is like a bunch of QR codes.
It's a bunch of QR codes, yeah. It's quite cool.
I never noticed that.
I am 100% going to do this. I might not
do it, but I still think it's very cool.
Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to what I'm going to do with it is I'm just going to have one of these queens in the deck. I'm going to have this packet in my close-up case, and when I only use red cards. I'm going to take out one of these queens, throw it into the deck that I'm using.
Red's always good.
Yeah.
They're the best.
Well, Nemid likes blues. I prefer.
Nemid's weird then.
He is weird. I prefer blue. I prefer reds because I do a lot of stuff with people writing on the backs of cards. It shows up better on a red deck than a blue deck.
I just think red's better in every way.
I agree.
It's better to write on. It just looks better.
I agree.
It matches with the back.
I agree.
And also, you can do the gag. Like it's a red card, isn't it? Not the back.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. You're preaching to the converted. Although he does.
Everything's better.
Although Paul does sell these in blue for people like Nemid that are kind of a bit weird when it comes there. But look, I'm going to throw this into my deck and I'm going to have it there.
Probably got like 50,000 reds and like only like 100 blue.
What are you going to give this, Ryland? I'm going to give this 95%. I'm very excited about putting this into my act. I also think this will be a really great way to transition. Let me just finish. I think this is going to be a great way to transition from card magic to tech magic, because I do a lot of tech magic. I love the idea of doing a card trick and then saying, well, let's try one more thing. Can you grab your phone out? Now I've got their phone involved. So now I can go into the stuff that I do with just a phone and put the cards away. From a transitional point of view, brilliant. 95% is what you're giving it.
I'm going to give it... I don't know if I'll do this, but I still think it's very cool. So I'm going to give it 79%, but it's still very clever.
79%. 79% from Ryland and 95% from me. You can get it from all good magic dealers or directly from Paul Fowler. Well, let's move on with the final review. Okay, so the final review we've got is Just a Joker by Crazy Jokers.
This is a very cool trick.
This is very, very cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh. I thought it was just like one singular card.
No, it opens up. Yeah,
it comes like that. Oh,
that's the tutorial link.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was just like a singular card. And I was like, where is the tutorial link? No. I just see you now. Open it up.
Yeah.
Tutorial. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of crazy. This is basically a card revelation. So this is a revelation of a forced card, and it's really compact. You carry a little black envelope around with you. And you put the envelope down on the table. Anytime you want to, you can force a card. It's your choice which one you force. You do a one-time setup, and once it's set up, you can't change that force card. We've set ours up as the Jack of Diamonds. And it allows you to do what is, in essence, it starts with a gag. then turns into a magical moment, then turns into a gag, then turns into a magical moment. You film this for Instagram. Let's show them exactly what this looks like so you can see what we mean.
Okay, so I've got my dad behind the camera. Dad, just say stop.
Stop.
There?
Yeah.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, that's your card.
Got it.
Okay, you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, okay. Right, we're going to put the deck, put them away. Okay, now, in this envelope that's been here the whole time, I've got one card. And that one card is the Joker. Was that your card?
No.
No.
No, you failed.
Okay, was a 7 of Hearts your card?
No. What?
Was 9 of Hearts your card?
No.
No. Were any of these your card?
What? I don't know. I can't see them.
Any of them? Any of them?
I'm looking. No, none of those, right, are my card. You failed.
I'm not very good at this, am I?
No, you're not. You don't do card tricks.
What?
Jack of Diamonds, dude. That's my card. Okay, so I love this, and now you see what I mean. So you just put the envelope down on the table. Anytime you want to, you go into the force. You first of all got the gag, like if your card was in here, would that be good? Yeah, look, there you go. It's the Joker. Joker's a while. Thank you very much. Then you've got the magical moment of taking that Joker and shrinking it down and turning it into a different card. Then you've got the magical moment of having loads of cards, but then you're back to the gag where, is your card here? No, it's not. And then you've got the finale, which is the final magical moment of turning them over, and you've got it written on the backs of the cards, the card that they named. You obviously have to write that down when you get it, and then you can use that every time. I love this.
Yeah,
What do you go on?
I might not. I'm going to do this.
Okay.
But I don't think I'm going to actually use the reveal at the end.
What?
I'm just going to use it as like a gag. So it's like, I don't do card tricks, you know that. So it's better. I'm going to use it like, now I barely do card tricks. I don't know anything about cards. I've never done a card trick on stage before. But tonight, I'm going to try to do a card trick just for you. Are you ready? So what I want you to do is I just want you to pick any card. Just say stop. That one, okay? I'm not going to look at it. You all got that card. Perfect. Right. Your card. The Joker. What do you mean it's not the Joker? Oh, sorry. It wasn't the Joker. It was the 7 of Hearts, wasn't it? No. Was it the 9 of Hearts? No. Was it any of these? No. Still can't do card tricks then.
You know what I do? I like that premise. But you know what I'd do? I would do it like this. So you've got to the point where all of the cards are on there, and you go, are any of those your cards? And they go, no. And you go, I don't understand. I don't like card tricks. I don't. And I'd turn them around. So you're looking at them and you go, oh, I'm terrible at card tricks. So they're seeing the revelation on the other side, but you're not pointing out that the revelation's on the other side.
Yeah.
So you just turn it around and you go, oh, I'm just terrible at card tricks. Should we do a coin trick instead? I'm better at them. And they've seen that you've got it right, but you've not even acknowledged it. I think that, because that way you've still got the magical payoff at the end, but it fits more into your premise.
Oh yeah, so it's like at the end, it's like, so it's like, right, are any of these your card?
No.
Like, not any of these, like, any.
No, and they can see now, Jack of Diamonds. No.
Still can't do card tricks then.
Yeah, I think that'd be the way to go.
Yeah,
I really do.
it would be.
I think this is great. I also think it's quite ironic that you don't do card tricks, but you play poker all the time. And you don't.
You can't say that.
Well, it's true. And also,
only with my family.
Yeah, and you don't. Yeah, I don't think you're a hardened gambler just yet. And you're practicing back palms and front palms and perfect palms.
I could probably cheat at poker at this point.
Yeah, you could. But he doesn't do card tricks.
Daddy. If I did a back palm, I was able to like pretend to put a card down and swap it out, but I back palm that card, grab another one, see what my best scenario is, and then put that one down.
All I know is I saw you playing poker with Thea earlier, and you had 5 royal flushes in the row, and that don't happen. And your sister honestly didn't think you were cheating. I know you were. Anyway, we're getting distracted again.
I didn't think I wasn't cheating when you get 5 royal flushes in a row.
We're getting distracted again.
I do need to buy some poker chips.
Yeah, I know you do. We'll sort it.
So I need to kick Thea's ass. So I need to. We all start with 150. She gets 150. I steal her 150. She goes into debt. She grabs that. I take that off her. She goes into debt. Grab I thought she
Oh
goes more
my
into
God, I
depth.
feel sorry for you when you're 18. Right, okay. Anyway, look, let's just wrap this up. I loved it. There's nothing really to say. It's a very well shot tutorial. Don't think there's a live performance. No, there's not. There's not a live performance. There should have been, because this is designed to work in the real world. You can tell I love the fact it's completely self-contained. It's just that little envelope. You've got the card in it. So this is the sort of thing that you can just put in your top pocket. You've got it there if you need it. It's the sort of revelation that when you bring it out like that, if you're doing like a big table, everyone's going to be able to see it. If it's walk around, you can put the envelope on someone's hand. It's just perfect for every close-up situation, even a small close-up show, a parlour show. This is great. This is the sort of, it's Di Vernon. We've talked about this before, isn't it? Di Vernon says if you've got one revelation and you've got 100 forces, you've got one trick. You've got 100 revelations, you've got one force, you've got 100 tricks. I love revelations of cards, and there's so many that I do, and that's what this is. It's a very simple revelation, but it's so good.
Like you can do like the cutting force.
Yeah.
Is that a classic force?
No, that's called the. I assume you mean the cross-cut force.
Yeah, the cross-cut force.
Because you've also got the cut deeper
So you do
force.
that one. You got so that's your card. It's one revelation.
Mm-hmm.
You do that. That's your card. Same revelation.
Yep.
It's just the same trick.
Yep.
But with a different force.
Yep.
You got 100 forces. No, one force. That's like me. I do the riffle force.
That's your go-to force.
That's my go-to force. Yeah, I do the riffle force. That's one force. 100 revelations.
Well,
That's 100.
a trick, you don't do card tricks, but that trick that you do, that we reviewed a couple of years ago, I know you do that a lot, where it's the tic-tacs and it changes into the seven of diamonds.
That's a revelation.
That's a revelation.
That's
you could do that,
different trick.
and you can do this.
Those are completely different tricks.
Yeah, exactly.
Just with the same force.
Exactly.
If it's just the tic-tac revelation, but with a bunch of different forces, it's one trick.
Exactly.
He's right.
Yeah, he is. Clever guy.
He's clever, man. Wise words.
He's dead now, obviously. But
he was a very wise man.
You don't know that Di Vernon. We'll have to work on magical history at some point when you. Right, okay, I'm going to give this 98%. This is against my highest recommendation. 98% from me. What about you?
Gonna give it 99%.
99%.
Very close.
99% from Ryland, 98% from me.
This is gonna work very well as a gag.
Yeah, it will. Really well as a gag, but with a magical payoff as well. It's called Just a Joke. You can get it from all good magic dealers. It is great.
Mm-hmm. There's no review show in the bag. There's no review show in the bag. There's no review show in the bag.
Oh, ouch. That is another review show in the bag. Thank you once again for joining us. I think we'll keep you off the sugar in the future. You've done a great job today. If you want to follow Ryland the Kid Magician on social media, it's Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Cushion. I did a review show like this.
Against the radiator.
Apple.
So, yeah, Ryland the Kid Magician. You want to follow me, it's Magic TV. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. It's
Thursday tomorrow.
Thursday's kind of a random video. We do magic stuff, so it could be anything. I know I've filmed a few of them because when people watch this...
Isn't it usually like a Magic Live?
No, we do Magic Lives every day. So 6 o'clock every day we do Magic Lives. We do shorts most of the days as well. But then at 9 o'clock, but then at 9 o'clock we do a different thing. Thursdays is normally magic stuff, and there's a few different things that we filmed. I think.
We got Q&A.
No, it's on the Sunday. Sunday at 12 o'clock. That's Sundays at 9 o'clock. I think I'm doing.
Interview.
No, it's Saturdays at 9 o'clock. I think I'm doing.
What's everything on Saturday and Sunday? No,
this week, I think one of the days, either Thursday or Friday, I'm doing an expose of Superimpose, my new trick from Penguin.
Why are you going to do like a bunch of tricks with eggs?
Yeah. I haven't filmed that yet. Soon. I'm going to do...
Top 5 tricks with eggs?
Yeah, top 5 tricks with eggs. Yeah.
Probably first.
Of course, it's a great trick.
That's the classic.
It's the classic. Egg bag, got to be done.
Oh no, that's the original.
Well, that's in your show, isn't it? Egg bag.
Yeah, that's the original of the original of the original.
Exactly. But we're getting distracted again.
What else?
What do you mean? I don't want to tell them because they need to watch the video. I can tell you later. I'll tell you later. Okay. The 5 egg tricks. Yeah, but there's some good ones. I've got a fez, an egg trick with a fez. I'll tell you later.
What's a fez?
Tommy Cooper wore one. It's like a red.
You've revealed all 3 already.
You know what a fez is? Matt Smith in Doctor Who wore the fez. You remember the fez? Fezes are cool. The red hat with the tassel on it. Matt Smith, your favourite Doctor, used to wear fezes all the time. Remember when he met the 10th Doctor and he threw the fez in and he caught it and the hat? And... I'll show you a bit. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. You want to join the Netrix, which is my online streaming platform, all you've got to do is go to
What's the fez?
You can go to www.thenetrix.com.
No, it's dot cookies.
Try .cookies, and if that doesn't work, try .com. You can go and check it out and see what all the fuss is about.
What's
But
it,
I'll
as
see
it
you
spelled?
again. So F-E-Z. You can go check it out and see what all the fuss is about. Let us know what you think in the of the review show down below.
That thing!
Yeah, that's a fez.
That's what Tommy Cooper used to wear.
I know, I just told. Thanks very much for watching. I'm Craig. This is Ryland. It's a fez. Say bye.
Bye.
We'll see you again soon.